It's a very legit expectation also to want to look physically good. It's an even more important and legit expectation to want your body to feel good, to have energy, to have ability, to have confidence, to feel safe in your body.
We then go through and we look at exactly what the distortion of energy is in that person. And it's the process of like cures like, that the body then overcomes those symptoms and healing and health is restored.
For those of you who look at frequency as woo-woo, fine, whatever. It's just ignorance because you don't know. And that's fine because no one told us these things. But this is a fundamental operating system of your brain. If you want to get down to the brass tacks of how you operate and who you are as a human being from birth to here and wherever you live, it's all frequency modulation.
I think we have to be really careful with biohacking because on one side of the coin, we have such deep trauma. And I feel like it's the modern day shamanism in the sense that if you go into initiatic traditions, it's all about purification baths, to mezcal or sweat lodge, all of these things that are purifying. And we're doing that, but we're doing it in a more technologically advanced way. And if we're using that intention as we're doing it to purify ourselves of the parasites, the candida, the mold, the heavy metals, and that's essentially what is blocking consciousness.
And if you go to the ancients and you look at the ancient cosmologies and you look at the mythologies and the legends, these things are all supporting the stuff that I've been finding. What if these big trees were real? And what if the myths of titans had some sort of a basis in fact beyond just dinosaurs that got wiped out by an asteroid strike 65 million years ago?
There's a lot of wealth just because people have 401ks. So what happens is they can have the shittiest money beliefs and habits or whatever, but because they have had this money that has been taken out of their paycheck without them seeing it, and then it's then being invested by basically someone else, the financial manager, it's out of their frequency.
So if it was 1 in 10,000 in 1995 for autism, what are we looking at today?
Now we're looking at about 1 in 20 children.
Oh my God.
So 1 in 20 8-year-olds have an autism diagnosis.
It really just comes down to privileges and benefits versus rights and responsibilities. It's all this trade-off of, do you want the privileges and benefits of the state? If you do, that comes with less rights and responsibilities. But if you want more rights and responsibilities and are willing to accept less privileges and benefits, you can essentially have more freedom.
My nomadic nature wants to go on pilgrimages, and I really want to support those that are in relationship to the land, in relationship to the animals, in relationship to the soil, in relationship with the spirits, and like what's happening in the elemental world in that location that make of the land, and keeping that alive where it just doesn't become mass production all over through tourism.